If you're willing, I'd like to ask you, Anna Olin, what is the biggest risk?
Yeah, thanks. Well, I will make sure my insurance broker is listening to this podcast as I answer this. Which I have a great relationship with my insurance broker. Shout out to John. He's been awesome for us. So I do actually love him. I think in the industry as a whole, we always see the biggest I think risk is the cost risk, right? And the cost of materials, the cost of time and cost to build, which I think our system in building the matrix and being in construction for so long, our entire system in existence on this planet now was built to mitigate that. So when I look at our risk specifically for Z Life, our big risk, I think our biggest risk is what is the market going to do? And nobody has a crystal ball, and I can listen to a million podcasts that say it's going to do this, it's going to do that, interest rates are going to drop, they're not going to drop, whatever. So I think for us, the way we look at it is location is always going to be key, right? Location is always going to be the driver. That's going to be the consistent factor, whether market's up or down, no matter what's happening. Um, the second is always going to be how how flexible are we with the asset? So physically, the physical asset, can it be repositioned if it needs to be to address the risk, or if something happens, if there's a crisis. So if we went in with the intention of, okay, we're building apartments, but now they have to be hotels, can the asset be repositioned easily and with little cost, as painlessly as possible? So that's something that we always look at, that we try to address up front, is the what ifs. And if there is a change in market, we started the English hotel 3 months into the pandemic, which was an absolute nightmare. It was so funny when we first designed the system, the matrix system, and I apologize for the long answer here to your question, but um, we designed the system around recession proof. We wanted to build a recession proof model that even during a recession, the asset would be able to produce. The pandemic hit, and we've now changed from being a recession-proof model to a pandemic-proof model. So we know that our model works, but it's having the ability and the flexibility to reposition our asset, and not just that, but our portfolio overall, the vision overall to address market changes. Um, I think aside from that, the physical answer to that is the emotional and mental, flexibility as well, to recognize that and be willing to make those changes. I've seen so many projects canceled or put on hold because a market condition changed or something happened, and the owner just doesn't have the flexibility emotionally to look at the project in a different way, and how to maybe repurpose it or move it around so that it can work. Instead, it's kind of just a hands up, oh, it didn't work the way it did, we have to cancel it. It's going to sit, lot's going to sit vacant for the next 10 years. So um I think that's how we approach that, and how we approach risk, and really being as flexible as possible, not just with the physical product, but with our mindset and our leadership and how we approach that.